Hi, I'm Selena Hill, the digital editor at Black Enterprise, and I'm receiving the Communicator of the Year award from Uprising Stars. When I found out that I was chosen to be an honoree at this year's Uprising Stars Scholarship Award Gala, I was honored and I was shocked. First of all, I didn't know Danielle, and I received a random email from her, so I did my research and I found out that Uprising Stars actually sponsors students to go to school, go to college, and I really felt aligned with their mission because I was one of those students who got accepted to 95% of the schools that I wanted to go to, including my top 5 choices. But I couldn't go because we couldn't afford it at the time, and I had to go to a state school, which wound up being a blessing in disguise, but my heart was definitely at an HBCU at that time. So I feel so grateful to be able to be aligned with their mission to make students' dreams become a reality and allow them to go to college. I would say that the most rewarding lesson I learned on my journey was a lesson in humility and patience. And I learned that lesson before I came to Black Enterprise. Before this, I was working 3 years at a company where I really didn't feel like I wanted to be at that time. And I kept praying and believing and applying for jobs, but nothing was coming through and I couldn't understand it. But I had to realize that during this time, I really feel like God was teaching me to be patient and to be humble. And I also had to find the blessing in that time. And one of the biggest blessings was I had enough free time to really work on my own skills and projects. So I feel like that time, even though I really didn't want to be there, it taught me a lot. When I found out that I was receiving the Communicator of the Year award from Uprising Stars, I was ecstatic and also very humbled. I've been at Black Enterprise for almost a year and a half now, and my experience has been phenomenal. I mean, I started off as a freelancer. 6 months later, I was full-time as the associate digital editor, and now I work as the digital editor where I travel around the country covering different events, going to conferences, interviewing different celebrities and movers and shakers, and also writing stories every single day and editing stories. And to be recognized for that is humbling. And on top of that, I also work for a local TV show in Harlem, and I do a radio show, which is my baby, in Harlem as well. And I've been doing that since college. So, I mean, the Communicator of the Year award is definitely a big deal. I definitely want to continue to practice my craft and just use my voice and use my skills to be a voice for those who don't have one, those who don't have a platform, those who are disenfranchised or marginalized, people that live in communities that are often neglected. And that was always my goal from number one. And I've just been fortunate enough to work for different publications that allow me to really speak on those issues, and then have my own platform, my radio show, where I talk about this every single day. So, and again, to just be recognized for this is just very, very humbling. The advice that I would give someone who wanted to choose this career path, wanted to go into media, communications, or journalism, is start now. Whether you're in high school or in college, or if you happen to be, just a working adult, but you want to get into this field, start now. If you like writing, you can start a blog. If you like doing interviews and you like going out and shooting things, get a camera, use your iPhone, your Android, and start shooting and start creating this content. I mean, when I was speaking to my hiring manager, she told me that the reason why she really wanted me to, because I started off freelancing at Black Enterprise, one of the reasons why she wanted me to come over to the digital side and start full-time was because I was creating so much content on my own. I have my own radio show, and I also contribute to a local TV show called What's Eating Harlem that comes on the local PBS station. So when she saw that I'm going out there and I'm booking my own interviews, I'm writing my own scripts, and I'm just going out there and following my dreams, she said, I wanted you to be on our team. If you can work that hard for yourself, it's for either little or no money, then what could you do for, on this platform? So I would say to people, do not wait. Don't wait to get hired. Don't wait for that big break, because you don't know when that big break is going to come. I remember when I first graduated college at 21 years old, I was really waiting. And if I, really wanting that big break. And I felt like it didn't come until I was 28 and started working full-time at Black Enterprise. Now, that's a 7-year gap. Now, I spent that time again on special projects, independent projects, doing different things, and that filled up my portfolio and resume so that I could make it here. But if you're 21, 22 and thinking that you're gonna just start working for a major media publication, a lot of times it doesn't work like that. A lot of times you need to put in that work, show these publications why they need you, and then that big break can come. Uprising Stars, thank you so much for honoring me with the Communicator of the Year award. I really appreciate this, and I appreciate the work that you guys are doing in the community.